The secret to asking the universe lies not in words, but in the feeling of already having received what you desire. Most people approach the universe with a sense of lack, longing, or desperation, believing they must struggle to make their wishes come true. But this very mindset of wanting reinforces the absence of what is desired. The key is to shift from hoping to knowing, from wishing to assuming, and from waiting to being. Before sleep, you must enter the state of the wish fulfilled, not as a distant dream, but as a present reality. The subconscious mind, which takes over in sleep, does not distinguish between real and imagined experience. It accepts as true whatever it is impressed with most deeply. This is why the final moments before sleep are so powerful. They are your direct line to the unseen forces shaping your world. To enter this state, you must first define exactly what you desire. It must be clear in your mind. If you want success, define what that success feels like. If you want love, determine how it would feel to be in a loving relationship. The feeling is the secret. It is not enough to say, I want wealth or I want happiness. The subconscious does not respond to empty words. Instead, it responds to the sensory and emotional experience you create. Close your eyes and imagine a scene that would naturally take place if your wish were already fulfilled. Do not see it as something happening to you, but as something you are inside of. If you desire a new home, imagine yourself opening the front door with your own hands, feeling the weight of the key in your palm, stepping inside, hearing your footsteps echo in the space. Run your fingers over the walls. Smell the fresh air coming through the windows. Breathe in the security and comfort of knowing this home is yours. The more vividly you imagine it, the more real it becomes to your subconscious. But visualization alone is not enough. You must also infuse it with feeling. If you are imagining yourself living in abundance, feel the deep sense of relief, joy, and security that comes with financial freedom. If you are imagining love, feel the warmth, the affection, the certainty that you are cherished. The more intensely you feel it, the more powerfully it is impressed upon the subconscious. Most importantly, do not contradict this state with doubt or disbelief. The moment you question how it will come to pass, you push it further away. Logical reasoning has no place in this process. The universe does not require your effort or strategy. It only requires your assumption. Assume that what you desire is already yours, and let that assumption shape your thoughts, your emotions, and your state of being. Each night before sleep, dwell in this feeling for as long as possible. Let it become so real that when you drift into sleep, you carry that assumption with you. Let it saturate your subconscious so deeply that upon waking, you continue to move through the world as if your desire were already fulfilled. The outer world is simply a reflection of your inner state. Change the state within, and the world around you must shift accordingly. Every night, as you prepare to sleep, you're standing at the threshold of creation. The final thoughts you entertain before sleep do not simply fade into the night. They take root in the depths of your subconscious and shape the experiences of your waking life. The mind is most impressionable in the moments before sleep, and whatever occupies it in that transition is absorbed without resistance. This is why it is not enough to merely think positively during the day. If at night you surrender to fear, doubt, or limitation, the last thought before sleep is the seed from which tomorrow's reality will grow. Most people unknowingly misuse this sacred moment. They replay the worries of the day, revisit past regrets, or anxiously plan for a future they fear may never come. They let their minds drift into a sea of uncertainty, unaware that they are reinforcing the very conditions they wish to escape. The subconscious is impersonal. It does not judge what is good or bad, wanted or unwanted. It simply accepts what is most vividly felt and repeatedly impressed upon it. If fear and lack dominate the mind before sleep, the subconscious must faithfully reproduce those conditions in waking life. To harness the power of this moment, you must become intentional about the thoughts and feelings you carry into sleep. Instead of dwelling on problems, shift your focus to the outcome you desire. If you long for success, do not sleep with the thought of struggle. Sleep with the conviction that success is already yours. If you seek love, do not lament its absence. Sleep with the feeling of being deeply cherished. The key is not to wish for these things, but to assume they are already true. This practice is not about empty affirmations or mere positive thinking. It is about embodying the state of the wish fulfilled. Your last thought before sleep must be one of fulfillment, satisfaction, and peace. If you desire financial abundance, let your final thought be one of gratitude for the wealth that is already making its way to you. If you desire healing, let your last thought be one of perfect wholeness and well-being. You are impressing these truths upon the subconscious and will work tirelessly to manifest them in your external world. The quality of sleep is also shaped by the nature of the last thought. Those who go to bed with anxiety and fear experience restless nights and wake up feeling drained, while those who enter sleep in a state of calm assurance wake up rejuvenated and aligned with their desires. The subconscious mind continues working while the conscious mind rests, rearranging circumstances, attracting opportunities, and dissolving obstacles in ways beyond human comprehension. This is why discipline of thought is essential in the moments before sleep. Do not allow random, uncontrolled ideas to dictate what you carry into the depths of your mind. Become the master of your last thought, for it is the blueprint upon which your reality is constructed. The way you visualize your desire determines the power of its manifestation. Many people make the mistake of seeing their dreams from a distance, as if watching a movie in which they're merely an observer. But to bring a desire into reality, you must step fully into it. You must see it, feel it, and experience it in first person. You are not separate from your wish. You are living it now. This is the secret to impressing the subconscious mind in a way that compels the outer world to conform. When you imagine a scene from the outside, watching yourself as though you were another person, you're reinforcing the idea that your desire is something outside of you, something separate, something still to be attained. But when you assume the first-person perspective, you shift from wanting to being. You become the person who already has what they seek. And in doing so, you command reality to align with this assumption. To practice this, first create a simple, natural scene that would take place if your desire were already fulfilled. If you desire a new home, do not see yourself standing outside looking at it. See yourself inside, touching the furniture, walking through the rooms, hearing the sounds of home around you. Feel the warmth of the sun coming through the windows, the texture of the floor beneath your feet. Experience it not as a distant wish, but as a moment unfolding in real time. If love is what you seek, do not watch yourself as if you were a character in a romance film. Instead, step into the scene. Feel the presence of your partner beside you. Hear their voice speaking words of affection. Feel their touch, their embrace. Let the warmth of their love surround you, not as something hoped for, but as something real, something happening now. The effectiveness of this practice lies in the emotions it evokes. The subconscious does not respond to empty visuals. It responds to feeling. By seeing your wish in first person, you naturally activate the emotions associated with already having it. These emotions are what impress the subconscious and set unseen forces into motion. If you imagine financial abundance, do not merely observe yourself holding money. Feel the ease, the security, the gratitude of already possessing it. If you seek success, do not watch yourself on a stage. Stand on it. Hear the applause. Feel the confidence coursing through your being. The world you experience in your imagination is just as real to the subconscious as the physical world. It does not distinguish between what is seen with the eyes and what is seen with the mind. What you repeatedly experience in first person becomes ingrained in your identity, and your identity shapes your destiny. The more vividly and consistently you immerse yourself in this reality, the faster it will crystallize in the external world. Each night before sleep, step into the life you desire. Walk through it, touch it, breathe it in. Let it become so familiar, so natural, that when you wake, the world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Emotion is the force that connects imagination to reality. It is the invisible bridge between thought and manifestation, between the unseen and the seen. While many people attempt to visualize their desires, they often do so mechanically, without feeling. They repeat affirmations, create mental images, and yet nothing changes. This is because thought alone is not enough. Emotion is what gives life to thought, what imprints it upon the subconscious, and what calls forth its physical expression. The subconscious mind does not respond to empty words or passive imagery. It responds to the depth of feeling behind them. If you say, I am wealthy but feel nothing, you are merely speaking words. But if you say it with the feeling of abundance, with the deep satisfaction of already possessing wealth, the subconscious accepts it as truth. It is not the statement that creates the reality. It is the emotion tied to it. To harness this power, you must deliberately generate the feelings associated with your desire. If you wish to experience love, do not simply picture yourself in a relationship. Immerse yourself in the warmth, the joy, the security of love. Feel the happiness of being cherished, the comfort of companionship, the peace of knowing you are wanted. If you desire success, do not merely see an image of yourself achieving your goals. Feel the confidence, the exhilaration, the pride of accomplishment. Let these emotions flood your being, making your vision feel real, tangible, and present. Emotion acts as the signal that tells the subconscious mind what to bring into reality. The stronger the emotion, the more powerfully it impresses the subconscious. This is why negative emotions such as fear, doubt, and anxiety tend to manifest undesirable circumstances. They are felt with intensity, and whatever is deeply felt is deeply impressed. The subconscious does not discriminate between good or bad, wanted or unwanted. It simply amplifies whatever emotion is most dominant. This is why discipline of feeling is essential. You must become aware of the emotions you habitually dwell in. If you constantly feel lack, frustration, or despair, you are unknowingly reinforcing those conditions. Instead, you must train yourself to dwell in the emotions of fulfillment. Even before external proof appears, you must cultivate the feeling of already having what you seek. This is the essence of faith. Not blind belief, but the conscious decision to feel now as you would feel if your wish were already realized. One of the most powerful times to practice this is before sleep. As you lay in bed, relax deeply and bring to mind the scene of your fulfilled desire. But do not simply see it, feel it. Let joy, gratitude, and satisfaction rise within you. The more vividly you generate these emotions, the more strongly the subconscious is impressed. And once something is impressed upon the subconscious, it must externalize itself in the physical world. Every moment you are either bridging the gap between your desires and reality through emotion, or you are reinforcing the distance. The choice is always yours. The final and most crucial step in asking the universe is surrender. After you have imagined, felt, and impressed your desire upon the subconscious, you must release it with complete trust. Many people struggle with this because they believe they must control every aspect of how their manifestation unfolds. But control is an illusion, and the need to control stems from doubt. True faith does not grasp, worry, or chase. It rests in the absolute knowing that what has been asked for is already on its way. Surrender does not mean giving up on your desire. It means releasing attachment to how and when it will come. The universe operates through infinite possibilities, arranging events, people, and circumstances in ways beyond human comprehension. When you insist on a specific path or timeline, you limit the very forces working in your favor. The more you try to force an outcome, the more resistance you create. It is not your role to manipulate reality. It is your role to align with it, to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and to trust that the unseen forces will bring it into being. Doubt is the greatest enemy of manifestation. The moment you question if something will happen, you introduce uncertainty into the process. The universe responds not only to what you ask for, but to the energy with which you ask. If you believe in delay, struggle, or lack, you are creating more of the same. But when you surrender completely, when you let go of fear and move in certainty, you allow the universe to work freely. One of the best ways to practice surrender is to live as if your desire is already fulfilled. Do not look for signs, do not analyze progress, do not question the process. A farmer does not dig up the soil every day to check if the seed is growing. He plants it, waters it, and trusts that it will sprout. In the same way, once you have planted the seed of your desire in the subconscious, you must trust it to grow in perfect timing. Trust also means maintaining inner peace regardless of external circumstances. You may not see immediate results, but that does not mean nothing is happening. Often the universe rearranges things behind the scenes, removing obstacles, aligning opportunities, and preparing you to receive what you have asked for. Impatience and doubt disrupt this process, while faith and calmness allow it to unfold effortlessly. The state of surrender is one of deep inner knowing. It is a quiet confidence, an unshakable belief that what you desire is already done. When you surrender, you stop looking outside for evidence because you know within. You let go of struggle, anxiety, and the need to make things happen. You shift from forcing to allowing, from effort to ease, from fear to faith. And it is in this state of surrender that the universe delivers precisely what you have asked for, in ways more beautiful than you could have ever imagined. The power to shape reality does not come from a single moment of belief, but from the unwavering consistency of thought, feeling, and assumption. Manifestation is not about occasional bursts of faith, but about the continuous dwelling in the state of the wish fulfilled. Just as a seed must be nurtured daily to grow into a strong tree, so too must your desires be nurtured with persistent attention and unwavering conviction. Many people make the mistake of practicing visualization or affirmations sporadically, only when they feel inspired or desperate. They imagine their desires for a few minutes and then spend the rest of the day doubting, worrying, or reacting to external circumstances. This inconsistency sends mixed signals to the subconscious mind, weakening the very foundation upon which manifestation rests. The subconscious does not work according to fleeting moments of belief. It responds to the dominant state of mind you persistently hold. To manifest miracles, you must be unshakable in your assumption. You must live in the certainty that what you desire is already unfolding, regardless of what the physical world appears to show. Even when there are no visible signs, even when reality seems unchanged, you must continue to hold the feeling of fulfillment. Reality is merely a reflection of past assumptions. And by consistently occupying the state of the wish fulfilled, you are ensuring that the reflection will eventually shift. Consistency also means guarding your mind against contradictory thoughts. The greatest mistake people make is allowing doubt, fear, or frustration to creep in and undo their work. If you imagine abundance but spend the rest of the day feeling lack, you are canceling out the very thing you wish to create. If you visualize love but dwell in loneliness, you are reinforcing separation. The key is to sustain the feeling of already having, no matter what happens externally. This discipline of mind is what separates those who achieve their desires from those who remain stuck in cycles of wishful thinking. Just as a musician must practice daily to master their craft, you must practice assuming the reality you wish to experience. Every night before sleep, every morning upon waking, and throughout the day, return to the feeling of already possessing what you desire. Make it your dwelling place, your internal home. Let it become so familiar that it feels more real than anything else. Time is irrelevant to the subconscious mind. The only thing that matters is persistence. Those who remain consistent in their assumption without wavering will inevitably see their desires materialize. The physical world is not separate from the mind. It is a mirror reflecting the inner state you hold most consistently. This is why miracles are not random occurrences, but the natural result of unwavering belief. They do not happen by chance, but by law. The law that what is consistently impressed upon the subconscious must externalize itself in the physical world. When you persist in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, reality has no choice but to conform. The key to manifesting your desires lies in mastering your inner world. What you impress upon your subconscious before sleep, the emotions you cultivate, and the consistency of your assumptions all shape your reality. You must see your desires in first person, feel them as already fulfilled, and trust the unseen forces working on your behalf. Surrender replaces doubt, and persistence turns dreams into tangible experiences. Miracles are not accidents. They are the inevitable result of unwavering belief. Live as though your wish is already yours, and the world will have no choice but to reflect it back to you.